status check will be November 15th at 1:30. Thank you.
Prepare yourself for an explosive revelation that will shatter everything you thought you knew about one of boxing's greatest icons. In a twist that reads like a blockbuster script, Floyd Mayweather, once the embodiment of opulence and triumph, now finds himself in a whirlwind of controversy. Recent sensational claims suggest that his legendary mansion was seized and his bank accounts frozen amid allegations of over $500 million in tax evasion, leaving him in a situation so dire it is said he has been left homeless. His own words echo through the media. "I never expected to face such an upheaval. My entire life has changed in ways I could not have imagined." In the days following the explosive headlines, the media landscape has been abuzz with every detail, every rumor, and every fleeting comment that hints at the man behind the myth. Black story begins with a past that many still revere, a career built on legendary boxing matches, immense wealth accumulated through both the sport and smart business investments, and a lifestyle that dazzled fans around the world. Floyd Mayweather's world, once glittering with the spoils of victory and the promise of endless luxury, seems to have taken a dramatic turn as allegations now swirl around his financial empire. Reports claim that investigations have unveiled discrepancies in his tax filings that have led authorities to freeze bank accounts and even seize properties that for years symbolized his untouchable status. Critics and analysts argue over the details, and the debate grows more heated with each passing hour. While some claim that the tax evasion allegations are merely a dark cloud of misunderstanding and misinterpretation, the raw emotions witnessed on social media and in whispered conversations among industry insiders paint a picture of an empire in peril. For decades, Floyd Mayweather has been the epitome of a success story, rising from humble beginnings to become a multimillionaire, renowned not only for his skills in the ring, but also for his savvy investments and flashy lifestyle. At the height of his career, each victory was celebrated as a testament to his relentless drive and determination. His persona, built on showmanship and unrivaled boxing prowess, transcended the sport, capturing the imagination of millions. However, behind the curated images of wealth and victory, there lurked the complexities of managing fortunes that spanned a multitude of endeavors. The latest news has added another dramatic twist to this narrative, as authoritative sources now report that an extensive investigation into financial dealings has left Mayweather facing charges that could amount to a staggering $500 million in a...
Tell them show where you at. You owe them people over in Dubai that money. Tell them get on live right now. And he owe people in Saudi Arabia money too. Broke ass. Out here scamming people.
Oh, you fancy.
I'm getting on live right now.
Keyword. Fancy. FANCY. Our free hits 97.3 app or go to hits973.com.
Allegedly evaded taxes. The once impregnable fortress of wealth has apparently begun to crumble. Leaked documents and insider information have suggested that long-standing financial mismanagement, when combined with aggressive scrutiny by tax authorities, may have left the boxing star vulnerable. In the midst of this chaos, his opulent mansion, once a symbol of his success, stands abandoned, a tragic relic of better days. Once lavish parties, opulent decor, and a lifestyle that many could only dream of, now cast long shadows of an uncertain future. While many of his closest associates remain tight-lipped on the matter, several insiders hint that the dramatic turn of events may have been brewing for years, unnoticed amid the dazzling lights of fame and fortune. In exclusive interviews and candid statements to trusted reporters, Floyd Mayweather has attempted to provide context to the escalating situation. "I've dedicated my life to the sport and to giving my best, both inside and outside the ring," he remarked during a rare unscripted conversation with a close confidant. "I understand that the world of finance is intricate and full of challenges, and I am working with my team to address every concern raised." These remarks were met with a mixture of sympathy and disbelief from fans and critics alike. His calm yet earnest tone gave a glimpse into a man who is striving to navigate turbulent waters even as the weight of the allegations threatens to engulf him. The unfolding saga has also forced a reflection on the broader implications of financial management and celebrity culture. In a modern society where wealth and fame are both celebrated and scrutinized relentlessly, even those at the pinnacle of success can find themselves facing unexpected hardships. Floyd's predicament serves as a stark reminder that the facade of invincibility is often as fragile as it is alluring. There is a rising debate among financial analysts about whether these dramatic events signal a broader crackdown by authorities on high-profile figures who may have skirted legal and financial responsibilities. Some experts suggest that if the allegations hold any water, they might set a new precedent for accountability, even in the realm of celebrity finances. As we delve further into this labyrinth of allegations and counterclaims, it is important to note that the narrative remains shrouded in uncertainty. Authorities continue to investigate every facet of the allegations, while Floyd's legal team issues statements that emphasize a commitment to full transparency and cooperation. At the same time, fans around the globe express an array of emotions, from shock.
That's 5. That's 6. That's 700,000. That's 700,000. Let me go back to the bag. That's 300,000. So that's 1, 2, 3. So that's like a million.
And concern to fervent support for the man who once dazzled the world with his unstoppable energy. Social media platforms have ignited with debates, heartfelt messages, and even pleas for understanding, showcasing just how deeply entwined Floyd Mayweather's legacy is with the personal aspirations of millions. The public sentiment, though polarized, reveals a collective willingness to see him face any challenge head-on, no matter how insurmountable it may seem. As the drama unfolds, new details emerge that add layers of complexity to this intense narrative. Investigations have reportedly pinpointed unusual financial patterns in various accounts linked to Mayweather's empire. Financial experts have debated for hours over whether these irregularities constitute clear evidence of deliberate tax evasion, or if they might simply be the byproduct of intricate international financial operations that were misinterpreted. The reality, as complex as the numbers themselves, might lie somewhere in between. Amid the flurry of speculation, Floyd himself has been quoted saying, "I always believed in the importance of facing challenges with integrity and responsibility. I am confident that the truth will emerge, and history will remember the commitment I have always shown towards excellence." His words, laden with a mix of determination and vulnerability, resonated with many who see in his struggles the universal fight against unexpected adversity. In a society that often draws a stark line between success and failure, the dramatic reversal of fortune experienced by Floyd Mayweather is nothing short of an enigma. How does a man, whose achievements were once celebrated with unbridled enthusiasm, transition into a figure marked by financial strife and legal battles? The answer appears to be hidden behind layers of financial intricacies and the unpredictable nature of modern regulatory scrutiny. As authorities tighten their grip, the once ironclad protections afforded by immense wealth seem to have faltered, leaving even a decorated champion exposed to the caprices of economic justice. The sudden reversal of fortune has ignited numerous debates among legal experts, financial analysts, and insiders who argue that this might be a watershed moment for how the financial affairs of high-profile individuals are conducted and audited. One cannot help but wonder about the human dimension behind these headlines. The image of Floyd Mayweather, a symbol of unyielding strength inside the ring, now portrayed as a man struggling to reconcile with the realities of a crumbling financial fortress, evokes a deep sense of empathy. His story is a reminder that greatness often comes with burdens that are...
But guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings all belong to me. Guess what? You can do the same. It's all about making power moves.
He would claim that he purchased 62 buildings worth $400 million. He would say the buildings is so plentiful and so many that he can't include all of them in the Instagram carousel. So, just slide to see a couple of the buildings.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. And I'm pointing like this because all of them, we're in New York City right now. We're in Manhattan. That's what we do. Come on.
not immediately visible to the public eye. It is a narrative that forces us to reckon with the notion that success, however grand, is never immune to the consequences of oversights and miscalculations. In his rare statements over the past few weeks, Floyd alluded to the relentless pressure of managing not only his boxing career, but also a sprawling network of businesses and investments. The journey is never simple, he confided during one reflective moment, and sometimes the lessons come at a cost that you never anticipated. Such comments underscore the fact that the road to sustained prosperity is fraught with unexpected challenges, a message that resonates far beyond the confines of the sports world. While the official statements from regulatory bodies and legal experts maintain a formal tone, the undercurrents of public opinion suggest a narrative that is as emotionally charged as it is legally complex. Some media outlets have framed the situation as a dramatic, cautionary tale, a modern fable about the perils of unchecked ambition and the inherent risks of navigating the labyrinth of modern finance. Reporters have noted that the spectacle of a celebrated icon facing dire allegations underscores a broader trend where financial transparency has become a non-negotiable aspect of public life. The scandal, as it rapidly evolves, challenges preconceived notions about power, wealth, and the sanctity of one's legacy. The intricate dance between celebrity, admiration, and the inexorable reach of fiscal regulation is unfolding before a global audience, where every new piece of evidence is dissected with painstaking detail. For fans who have long admired Floyd Mayweather, the stark contrast between his past glory and the present turmoil is nothing short of surreal. His story has always been one of resilience and triumphant comebacks, making this latest development all the more jarring. The media frenzy surrounding his financial woes reminds us that fame is an unpredictable journey, filled with moments that can either elevate an individual to mythic status or strip away the layers of glamour to reveal a raw human struggle. Even as the legal battles continue to unfold, there is a poignant narrative about loss, not just of wealth, but of an identity that was built on excellence and the unyielding pursuit of greatness. Such is the dramatic irony of life. The very qualities that once defined an invincible champion are now being tested in a completely different arena, one where financial acumen and regulatory compliance are the ultimate measures of success. Amid the swirling vortex of speculation and analysis, the questions remain. What does the future hold for Floyd Mayweather? Will his empire
deceiving and fooling niggas that he thought he could fool the actual business insiders? Because a deal like this shakes up the business world. A deal like this gets talked about. People know about it beforehand. It's something that really shakes up the market. So for this to happen and for nobody to know about it was very strange. And, it came across the radar of the experts, and they did their digging, and they found out that Floyd Mayweather is full of fish. Business Insider launched an investigation, and Floyd Mayweather claims that all the buildings belong to him, and he don't have any partners, and he just purchased 62 rental units in Manhattan. At the end of their investigation, they would come to a conclusion that Floyd Mayweather claims do not appear to match reality. All right, they would say a month after Mayweather's announcement, none of the buildings have changed hands. So the owners of the building can be seen. Like these
empire of wealth and fame be restored? Or is this the final chapter in a saga that has captivated millions? As the investigation progresses, insiders reveal that multiple avenues are being explored to unravel the complexities of the case. Financial documents, personal testimonies, and extensive audits are said to be under review as authorities work meticulously to piece together the events that led to this dramatic downfall. Experts in the field of financial regulation insist that this case could serve as a benchmark for future investigations into the financial dealings of high-profile personalities. It stands as a potent reminder that in an era of increased accountability, no one, regardless of their past accomplishments, can remain completely insulated from the responsibilities that come with managing vast wealth. In addition to the official investigations, the court of public opinion is abuzz with theories and speculations. Social media platforms have become the battleground for heated debates where supporters cling to the hope that Mayweather's financial crisis might simply be a temporary setback, while others ponder whether this marks an irreversible turning point in his storied career. Posts, tweets, and video commentaries flood the internet, each attempting to piece together an understanding of how a man at the zenith of fame might have encountered such unforeseen hardships. Every new rumor is treated as a puzzle piece, contributing to a larger picture that is as intriguing as it is incomprehensible. Amid this cacophony of voices, Floyd himself has tried to reach out and quell the rising tide of speculation. In a brief recorded message that circulated on several platforms, he stated, "This has been one of the toughest periods of my life, and while the challenges seem overwhelming, I remain committed to finding a resolution. I appreciate the support of my fans and urge everyone to let the facts speak for themselves." His measured tone and candid admission only intensified the public's fascination with the unfolding drama. This is not merely a story about tax evasion or financial missteps. It is a narrative that touches on the universal themes of ambition, downfall, resilience, and redemption. The high stakes involved have led many to draw parallels with other high-profile cases where fortunes have crumbled in the blink of an eye. While every rumor and every investigative report adds fuel to the fire, the overarching truth remains elusive. What is clear, however, is that the saga of Floyd Mayweather is far from one-dimensional. It is a tale that simultaneously celebrates the peaks of human achievement and acknowledges the valleys that even the most illustrious figures must navigate. The rap.
What you think it is? They said there's no evidence there's been a sale of these properties, and it's 62 rental apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan. Here is what Floyd Mayweather had said at the time on a video that he posted on his Instagram.
I love bringing people into my lifestyle, showing people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on the regular talking about real estate. Well, lately I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners.
Yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in, and I had to bring it inside the crib real quick into the streaming.
Rapid rise and potential fall of a man who once seemed untouchable have ignited discussions about the transient nature of fortune and the complex interplay between success and personal accountability. In the grand tapestry of celebrity history, few stories have evoked the same level of intrigue as this one. Floyd Mayweather's journey from the pinnacle of success to facing monumental challenges is being chronicled in real time by an ever-vigilant media landscape. Every passing hour brings with it new developments, from the seizure of assets to the latest comments from those close to the truth. Financial analysts, legal experts, and even casual observers are all united in their belief that this is a turning point, not just for one individual, but potentially for an entire era of celebrity wealth management. Some industry veterans have pointed out that such cases, while rare, serve as powerful reminders that behind the glitz and glamour lies a world where accountability is paramount. Reflecting on the broader implications of this saga, one cannot ignore the societal fascination with downfall and redemption. Throughout history, public figures have oscillated between the extremes of veneration and vilification. Floyd Mayweather's current situation, while deeply personal, also taps into a collective narrative about the perils of unchecked success and the inevitable scrutiny that follows. As regulatory bodies around the world focus on ensuring transparency and responsibility in financial matters, the ripple effects of this case could be far-reaching. It may well serve as a wake-up call for celebrities and business magnates alike, urging them to maintain impeccable records and a disciplined approach to financial management. Yet, amid the technicalities of tax, laws, and audits, what remains most compelling is the human story. A man, wrestling with the consequences of decisions made over decades, now forced to confront the possibility that even icons can fall from grace. Over the past few weeks, a series of interviews with close associates and longtime friends of Mayweather have revealed insights that add further depth to the narrative. Conversations with those who have witnessed his journey from the inside shed light on the immense pressures of maintaining an image of perfection. One veteran friend recalled, "Floyd always had this aura of invincibility, but I knew there were moments when the weight of his empire almost seemed too heavy to bear. It's heartbreaking to see him go through this." These intimate recollections remind us that, at his core, Mayweather is much like anyone else, vulnerable to the twists of fate and the harsh realities of life. The personal toll of these revelations has been evident in the
room because my neighbors was getting their yard cut and stuff. And once they getting to pushing the lawnmower and the weed eater and the blowing get to working, the microphone gonna pick all that noise up and y'all ain't gonna be able to hear me that clearly and things. So I want to make sure we can get to understand it. As I did see early this AM, 50 Cent decided to wake up, as y'all seen right there, and repost something on his Instagram page, and you can hear him laughing in the background from Fighter's Corner. And he also put in the caption, "Dang, champ, they caught you capping. Ha, ha, ha. Time for another exhibition match. LOL, at 50 Cent action. Check out my channel." And this is nothing more than the algorithm for chaos going into 50 Cent's motion and facing things like that. And he said, you know what? This will be a way to get back at Floyd Mayweather. As y'all see me repost last week and cover what he had talked about.
The raw, unfiltered expressions of regret and hope that occasionally surface during candid conversations with him. A remarkable aspect of this unfolding story is the interplay between public perception and personal reality. The man who once radiated an aura of untouchable success is now compelled to share his struggles in a way that feels almost uncharacteristic for someone who has historically been so guarded. In recent days, a few select comments made by Floyd have resonated deeply with his supporters. In one particularly stirring moment captured on video, he said, "I stand before you not as a flawless champion, but as a human being who has made mistakes. Every setback is an opportunity to learn, and I am ready to do just that." Such admissions, laden with a mix of humility and determination, have struck a chord with fans who see in them a rare glimpse of the man behind the myth. A man who is not defined solely by his victories, but also by how he confronts his failures. The broader economic ramifications of this case have not escaped the attention of financial pundits. Analysts are meticulously examining the unfolding events, theorizing that the case might prompt a broader re-examination of how high-net-worth individuals handle complex financial portfolios. The alleged irregularities, if proven true, could lead to sweeping changes in regulatory frameworks, potentially affecting countless other figures in the public eye. While the discussion remains speculative, the underlying message is unequivocal. In today's era of relentless oversight, no amount of past success can fully shield one from the consequences of financial missteps. This sentiment is echoed in quiet murmurs across boardrooms and financial institutions, where the Mayweather case is being closely observed as a potential harbinger of change. Looking back on the trajectory that led to these explosive revelations, it is instructive to consider the early days of Mayweather's ascent. Born into a world where boxing was both a sport and a way of life, he quickly demonstrated an aptitude for the ring that would eventually rocket him to superstardom. Early victories, hard-earned through rigorous training and relentless perseverance, laid the foundation for what would become an impressive legacy. Yet, as with many prodigious talents, the path to the top was not linear. Behind every win was a series of challenges, sacrifices, and decisions that set the stage for both triumph and, as recent events suggest, potential downfall. The story of Floyd Mayweather is a tapestry woven with threads of glory and shadows alike, an intricate narrative that continues to evolve with...
Now, here's where Mayweather get on that BS, bro. All right, here's where the shady business starts. A person directly involved in the deal with Mayweather said that Mayweather had purchased a small minority ownership interest in the portfolio with options to expand that stake over time or acquire the buildings in their entirety. It is not clear if Mayweather will exercise those options. The person asked to remain anonymous to speak about a confidential arrangement with Mayweather. So off the rip, he lied, right? He misrepresented it to come across as if he owns 62 units, is a $400 million deal. I have no partners in this. No partners. This is Mayweather money. I got no partners. This is my money. When that's not the case at all. Now, they say that Mayweather have like a minority stake, a very minute minority stake. That could simply be, yo, we gave this man like one share for ambassadorship.
Every passing day, as this saga advances and new details emerge, the role of media and public commentary becomes increasingly important. There is an undeniable fascination with stories that blend the allure of celebrity with the stark realities of financial hardship. Every new claim and every statement from those close to the case is scrutinized by an audience that is as passionate about the truth as it is about the dramatic flair of the narrative. The contrast between Mayweather's former life of extravagance and the current cloud of uncertainty paints a vivid picture of the volatility inherent in modern fame. While some detractors may focus on the sensational headlines, many supporters insist on a measured approach, urging that the full context of the situation be allowed to emerge before definitive judgments are passed. In his ongoing effort to regain control of his narrative, Floyd has occasionally turned to the one medium that allowed him to speak directly to his audience: social media. In a rare, heartfelt post that quickly went viral, he wrote, "Every champion experiences setbacks. What defines us is not the fall, but the strength with which we rise." The simplicity and raw honesty of this message resonated with millions around the world who have witnessed the ups and downs of their own lives. His digital words offered a moment of solace and provided an anchor amidst the storm of controversy, reminding fans and critics alike that, regardless of the dramatic circumstances, there remains a core of resilience that has always been synonymous with his legacy. Despite the multiple layers of controversy and speculation, it is crucial to remember that the complete picture has not yet been unveiled. Investigations are still underway, and many questions remain unanswered. The allegations of tax evasion and financial mismanagement are complex, involving intricate details that may take months to fully resolve. Throughout this turbulent period, Floyd's legal team has maintained that they are cooperating fully with all inquiries, and that every step is being taken to ensure that due process is followed. In one of his more reflective moments, he stated, "I am confident in the process, and I trust that the truth will be revealed in time. It is a difficult road, but I have always believed that justice will prevail." His words, imbued with a quiet optimism, have been interpreted by some as a beacon of hope, a declaration that, despite the immense challenges, there is still a path toward redemption. What makes this unfolding drama even more compelling is its potential to serve as an allegory for the modern experience of success and adversity. In an era where fame and fortune are celebrated in
company. So then the spokesman for Black Spruce Management said the real estate company, that owns everything, they says to date, Mayweather has performed on all of his obligations. Oh my God, man. This is bad, bro. Mayweather wants us to believe he's this oligarch. He's this super boss. But the people who are actually bosses, who got that different paper, Mayweather is still rich. Don't get it messed up. He's rich. These people is rich, right? They talking about Mayweather like he like a store boy, bro. Like he
tandem with an unyielding demand for accountability. The story of Floyd Mayweather invites us to reconsider the true cost of living a life in the public eye. The very traits that propelled him to greatness, a relentless drive, a charismatic persona, and an unwavering belief in his own ability, are now being tested in unprecedented ways. In the glare of the media spotlight, where every misstep is amplified and every detail dissected, the journey of this iconic sports figure is emerging as both an emblem of extraordinary achievement and a cautionary tale for those who dare to dream big. The implications of this case extend far beyond the life of one man. It forces a reckoning with the broader societal expectations placed on those who command public attention. In many ways, Floyd Mayweather's financial saga mirrors the challenges faced by countless individuals who strive to balance ambition with responsibility in an increasingly complex financial ecosystem. The story is a stark reminder that every empire, no matter how grand, can be destabilized by forces beyond its control, and that even the most celebrated figures are not immune to the capricious nature of fate. While some choose to view this development as a temporary setback, others see it as an opportunity for introspection and reform in the realms of both finance and celebrity culture. Throughout the past few months, industry experts have weighed in on the ramifications of the case. Some argue that the magnanimous scale of the allegations might force regulatory bodies to reassess the mechanisms they use to oversee the financial operations of high-profile individuals. Though the discussion remains highly technical, the potential for systemic change is significant. Should the claims of tax evasion be substantiated, they could spark a wave of reforms designed to prevent similar occurrences in the future, a legacy that extends far beyond the personal narrative of one sports figure. This transformation, while still in its nascent stages, represents a shift in the landscape of financial accountability, a shift that carries the promise of a fairer, more transparent system for all. At the heart of this tumultuous situation is a man who, despite his past triumphs, now finds himself questioning every decision that brought him to this precarious crossroads. Floyd Mayweather's journey, filled with both dazzling victories and heart-wrenching defeats, mirrors the complexity of life itself, a constant interplay of light and shadow, success and failure. In one of his more poignant interviews, he reflected, "I have always prided myself on being a fighter, not just in the ring."
Obsessed with coming across as if he has like never-ending wealth, billions, when he probably isn't a billionaire yet. He probably, I'll be real, Mayweather probably has 100 million. I wouldn't be surprised if I found that out. Mayweather is pretty rich. Now, there are reports he exaggerated his, like his income and checks from various fights, but this is just out of pocket, bro. To think that you could finesse the business world, homie, where they actually know what they're doing, is sickening. Now, Mayweather will respond back on Instagram to get it exposed, and this is what he had to say. Mayweather will cry and scream racism, okay? So Mayweather will say, "It's unfortunate how quick they are to doubt you are when you're not supposed to win in their eyes. They expect athletes to go broke and not build portfolios. They expect flash, not financial literacy, while I'm rewriting the script with my own money, my own mind, and my own moves. If that threatens you, that says more about you than me. They'd rather question the legitimacy of your power moves than applaud your growth. Racism, envy, entire stereotypes fuel the doubt, but I didn't fall to status quo. I studied." First off, Mayweather ain't write this, homie. Bro, we see Mayweather read. He ain't write this. "I invested and I'm building a legacy. Whether they like it or not, respect the hustle instead of trying to dissect it." So,
But in life, even when faced with overwhelming odds, I know that giving up is not an option. Such statements provide a window into the resilience that has defined his career, offering hope that even the gravest challenges might be overcome with sheer determination and an unyielding commitment to personal redemption. As we stand on the precipice of what might be a historical moment in the annals of celebrity financial struggles, it becomes clear that the story of Floyd Mayweather is one that transcends the specifics of tax law and asset seizures. It is a narrative about the enduring human spirit, about the inevitable cycles of rise and fall, and about the capacity for reinvention. Even in the face of overwhelming adversity, the unfolding drama, laden with tension and the weight of a potentially shattered legacy, continues to captivate the world's attention, inciting debates that are as fervent as they are deeply personal. In every corner of the globe, from boardrooms to living rooms, people are watching, analyzing, and reflecting upon the profound implications of this case. In the midst of these emotional and complex discussions, one element stands clear: the unwavering determination of a man who has never been one to shy away from a fight. No matter how daunting it may seem, Floyd's story is a living testament to the power of perseverance and the undeniable truth that every setback can serve as a springboard for a triumphant comeback. While the allegations of tax evasion and the dramatic downfall of his financial empire continue to be scrutinized, there is a palpable sense of anticipation that, in time, the truth will emerge and that justice will prevail. His personal journey, though marked by heartbreak and unexpected challenges, may ultimately serve to inspire a new generation of fighters, both inside and outside the ring. Throughout this narrative, one constant remains: the support of a global fan base that has stood by him through every victory and every hardship. Social media platforms, television broadcasts, and print media all reflect a shared hope that this tumultuous period is not the end, but rather a challenging chapter in the long and storied career of a man who has long been synonymous with greatness. The intensity of the public's reaction speaks volumes about the deep connection fans feel with him, an unspoken bond forged in the fires of shared dreams and mutual respect. Even as legal battles and financial investigations continue to command headlines, there remains an undercurrent of empathy and solidarity that underscores the fact that even legends are human. In the final analysis, the unfolding events surrounding Floyd Mayweather offer a multifaceted narrative.
He's in a partnership with the Black Spruce management. They have like a live seminar launching soon. So Mayweather essentially entered into this partnership where Mayweather is an ambassador for Black Spruce management, okay? He is an ambassador for them. He gives them promotion. He works within the company. In exchange, Mayweather probably got like a share, a very minute share that don't even really affect these people at all. Mayweather then takes that minute share, drops a 2-minute Instagram video with 10 carousel pictures announcing that he owns the $400 million property with 62 units. If you go to Mayweather real estate company website, Vada Properties, he lists a bunch of properties, right? That he claims, yo, we own these properties. This is for us. You see skyscrapers. You see a lot of properties is listed here. Mayweather is doing his thing, bro. I mean, he's damn near a billionaire in real estate, right? Business Insider investigated this too, all right? So they spoke to...
And of ambition, mystery, accountability, and ultimately, the human capacity to rise anew from the ashes of adversity. Every new revelation, every leaked document, and every public comment adds another layer to a story that is as intricate as it is inspiring. The allegations of tax evasion, the seizure of assets, and the freezing of bank accounts are all chapters in a larger saga that prompts us to consider the true nature of success. In an age where the past is often celebrated without acknowledging the price that must sometimes be paid, the current crisis stands as a somber reflection of the vulnerabilities inherent in any system built on colossal fortunes. Even as the investigation continues, Floyd's own words serve as both a rallying cry and a personal testament to the unpredictability of life's journey. "I will not let this define me," he has declared in one of his most impassioned statements. "I am more than the headlines, more than the allegations. I am a fighter, and I will find a way forward." These powerful declarations not only speak to his indomitable spirit, but also remind us that even in the darkest of times, there is always room for hope and redemption. As the days turn into weeks and the saga unfolds with each new development, the legacy of Floyd Mayweather remains a complex tapestry of triumphs and trials. His story challenges us to rethink our definitions of success and to recognize that greatness is often accompanied by moments of vulnerability, a truth that resonates deeply in a world where every seemingly insurmountable challenge is met with the possibility of a comeback. The unfolding drama is not simply about legal or financial troubles. It is a narrative that speaks to the resilience of the human spirit, the unpredictability of fate, and the ultimate triumph of hope over despair. In conclusion, as this saga of downfall, financial intrigue, and personal perseverance continues to capture the collective imagination, it is clear that every moment, every comment, every leaked detail, and every public statement adds to a story that is as sensational as it is deeply human. Floyd Mayweather, once seen as an untouchable icon of success, now finds himself at a crossroads that may redefine his legacy forever. Through turbulent times and amid the maelstrom of controversy, his journey remains a testament to the enduring power of determination, the importance of accountability, and the promise of redemption in the face of overwhelming odds. If you found this in-depth expose riveting and want to stay updated on every twist and turn of this unfolding drama, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, join the community, and never miss a moment of the next big story.